measure on the part of the governor to ensure that it was in safe hands. And according to him, is the action was sanctioned by the president. And in that commissioning, a couple of days, he then told us what we all suspected. But indeed, there is a bit of rancor between both arms of government. And remember, when the first batch of crisis started, in talking of political crisis, started in Rivers. They started like this, with rumors here, speculations there, people having conspiracy theories, like, we've been seeing in recent days. And then, boom, it was explosive. We started with the Rivers State House of Assembly complex. That explosive. But this time, the governor decided to, should I say, be proactive. And maybe it's after the River State House of Assembly called him out for lacking in terms of education, the services in education, is governance in education, in health, and I think some other part where they listed. Let's take a listen to the governor here.
My name is
we took it on yesterday. I would also want to add this. I personally do not have any disagreement or any anger anywhere with my members of the National Assembly, even that of the state here. Let me be very particular. State members of the Assembly, I do not have any issue with them. I've made every effort. I believe that the leadership of the State Council that is led by Chief Federal Barbara can attest to this. I've made every effort to meet with them. But the arrangement wasn't for me them directly. It was for my leader, the minister, to arrange a meeting, which up till our other meeting has not been fixed. So when people go about saying, I don't want to meet them, thing, I don't want to attend to them, I don't want to meet their demand, that is pure lie. I don't have any reason to do that.
Okay, so it's about the demand. Is it about the demand? Or is it about governance? I asked that question a few weeks ago, but I can't help it. Is it about the demand? What demand that they have? Or is it about the people? Well, let's listen to the governor some more.
I personally said whatever is their need, whatever is things that they need, I'm ready to meet it.
Oh, so whatever. Oh, once again, I'm sorry. I'm interrupting. Let's listen to the governor.
So that we can have peace in the state. So please, I'm saying it. This is a live television. Whoever is going to tell you that I don't want to meet the member of us, of the State Assembly, it's not true.
I could play on, but I do not have enough time because I have to take reactions as well. But yesterday, why ask the question, rivers of crisis? Why ask it? Because the lawmakers, as ably represented by the Speaker, Martin Amule, came out and said, hey, that's a lie. Come on now. Horrible governor. That's not true. You've refused. You've refused to meet with us. The FCT minister on several occasions, on 2 occasions, I think, I called and said, let's do things like this, and you've been nowhere to be found. And also talked about 600 billion left in the coffers of River State by the sole administrator, and the governor's been spending without recognizing the House of Assembly. He also went ahead to talk about budgeting. He talked about nepotism. Yeah, the governor is enriching his friends via contracts, and he's not going through the due process. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. I think we have a law on what's it again? What's that law? Just keep my brain now. Where you have to do. Oh goodness me! When I remember, I'll pull it out there. I'll put it out there. But it just goes ahead giving his friends and relatives, contracts, just like that. Interesting. But let's take a listen.
The leader of the FCT, His Excellency Zemoni Sowike, means well for Rivers. He wants peace. He wants the state to move forward. Let me make it clear and inform River people that within the tendency of the emergency rule, His Excellency Zemoni Sowike also summoned a meeting. All the members of the Rivers Assembly, 24 of us, were present in that meeting in the official residence of the FCT minister in Abuja. The governor was in that meeting. The governor sat with us. We had a meeting with the governor. All the members present were so shocked hearing the governor saying that no meeting has been called. The governor has not come to us to tell us to present the budget of the state. He has in 2024 he spent that appropriation law. In 2025 he was spending. Emergency rule was declared. Even after the emergency rule, we discussed with him in the meeting, say, look, bring your budget so that we can take care of all you intend to do for the remaining part of 2025. There in that meeting, the governor told us blatantly that he will not do it. From September, when we met with the governor to this day, the governor has been spending without our approval, awarding contracts to his cronies, particularly those who masterminded the burning of the Rivers Assembly, awarding contracts to them, and they're celebrating it on social media, mocking us that they've been rewarded for burning down the Rivers Assembly. The governor does not seek the approval of the Rivers Assembly to spend. He has been spending from his strong pockets. We decided to just stay calm and hope the needful will be done, because Rivers people are yearning for progress.
Both sides are saying Rivers people are yearning for progress. Both sides are saying Rivers people are yearning for peace and development. Whose story should we believe? Well, the governor yesterday said he will do anything for peace.
My plea will continue to be everyone should try to maintain peace. We will not develop our place in an atmosphere of disunity. Progress will not come to our people when there is disagreement, fighting. Everyone will love this state. Let me stand here and make this promise again. Whatever is required of me to ensure that there is total peace, I will continue to do it. We will support every other group to ensure.
All right, we have a commercial break. All right, apologies. Very long commercial break. I won't call that a break. I call it a commercial show. But yes, I think I still do have time. Do I? Let's come here. This one says, "Good morning, Canada. Now, what for River State political drama? We haven't had rest since 2023. Rivers of crisis, indeed. Beauty in Port Harcourt. Let's come here. This says, good morning. Yeah, good morning to you as well. Tango Ability Twig says, Rivers State House of Assembly accuses the government of unapproved spending, awarding contracts to cronies. Where was Martin Mole and colleagues with the National Assembly approved 1.485 trillion as 2025 budget to EBAS? Are they expecting the government to award contracts to enemies from Tango Ability Twig? Did the National Assembly really approve it? I think they were. I remember there was the questioning about certain projects. I think, what was it? The CCTV project that was to be backed on at the time by EBAS. But yeah. I'm trying to remember if actually they did what was it called? Approve that budget. And this one says now you're rushing. You don't have time because you it's not my fault, it's not my fault actually, really. And this one says, good morning, KDB. The FCD minister and the River State lawmakers should allow the governor to do his job. River State is not the only state in Nigeria. Don Adam from Umebule. But if you're just joining us, you're welcome. This is the morning crossfire. Actually, the closing part of the morning crossfire, because in the next 5 minutes, I should have rounded off and I should have handed over to Jude Omamigbe, who will bring you Hello Port. But yeah, we're talking about River State, and there's a question, River State of crisis, and the question I wanted to put out, if I had the time, would have been: is all of these for the people, or is these all about personal interest? I'm going to take one or two polls, just to make it feel like it was a round conversation, a round table conversation. 1923 Nigerian. Good morning. Yeah, quickly, straight to the point. A few seconds for you. Mira, I can't hear you. Mira, we can't hear you, really. Oh, sorry about that. We can hear you clearly. I missed that one, but let's come here. This one says, NAS lower house questioned the budget months after the upper house approved it. Okay, PSC. So that means it wasn't really passed because you need a joint CT to approve the budget. This one says, good morning. The National Assembly actually did approve the budget. Make your findings. It's in the public domain. Be Juru Bright. So the Senate did, but the House of Reps. Okay, you know what? We'll get to that later, I guess. But it says if the State Assembly continues to show unwillingness to work with the governor, then the National Assembly should take over its functions. That's all. The state must succeed. For honest with that one. But let's come here. Hello, 19.3. All right, Jude, please straight to the point. Yeah, straight to the point, Jude.
Has that crisis, the crisis between the River State governor, the State Assembly, and the minister will not be over until it is all over.
What do you mean by that?
Until 2020. The governor himself is trying to play smart.
Okay.
Give strength to the president, or now reporting to the president.
Okay.
He saw the agreement he had with the State Assembly and the minister. Now he's trying to play fast, even these agreements and getting to the
president.
President. And the minister will not allow it.
Okay.
The same House of Assembly will not allow it. So it will not be over until it is over, all over in 2027.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. It will not be over until it's over. So I've just checked. Actually, the House of Reps did pass that bill sometime in July. The Senate passed it about a month before the reps passed or approved, the budget, 1.485 trillion naira. So yes, passed, like you said. Let's come here. This one says, good morning, Mr. About the fresh crisis between Governor Fubara and the River State House of Assembly members is unacceptable. Let there be peace in River State for once, or on at Clinton West. So, it brings about an argument. If it was passed and approved, I wonder if it was, signed. I don't know if the president has, some signing to do. But if it was approved by the National Assembly, what budget are they, taking back to the Assembly is a good question. 90.3 Nigeria info quickly.
Yeah, hi, Kalada, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Name?
Yeah, move on.
All right, quickly, a few seconds for you.
If in Canada, you stated it all, the president actually signed that budget.
Okay.
For me, the State House of Assembly members led by Martin Mewuli should move away from personal, aggrandizement and think of how they can just salvage the remaining of the time left function as members and work with the governor. You cannot be talking about contracts. What is contract? They've gotten the local government councils, they've gotten all the Ministry and Department of Government, all the directors. Now you want to still dictate for the governor. So
Mufasa, you're saying is personal then?
For me, I think they should allow the government to work.
All right.
The people.
All right. I've got to go.
The governor of what is doing. Why these
all right. Thank you very much, Mufasa. I've got to go. Which Martin talking about? 5, he didn't recognize the budget passed by the National Assembly. Ogun Ojon Justice is asking, but I really have to go at this point. Thank you very much for listening. Just stay tuned.